Okay, it's just me.
For this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now back.
No, you know how I be doing. You know what I'm talking about, nigga. This nigga say, hell no. I don't want nobody hearing this shit.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of
I
plays,
done fucked out my drive. That shit there. I ain't like that shit. He told me that.
It's just a great play.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down.
I kicked that 7-0. Still kicking triple play.
So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6.
But when you ain't got no money and they just beat anybody, you gotta have a 6. Don't kick that bitch, though.
The good things are in store here today for him.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Look at that gap.
Now Creasers, he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Prescott on first down. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Your bitch ass on the ground, nigga.
Come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Play action now. Prescott. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes.
That boy got that unit on. I saw him the other day. I think he might.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Oh, he even got kidded. Oh, he swapped that on.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Coordinated.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
I'm saying, though, they not going to pay these niggas, man. These niggas, the heart of your team.
Jets offense coming up now to
That
start
nigga Saquon don't show up. That's what it is. I was gonna put it down on the book.
Booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance?
That nigga surprised me. I was like, ooh, look at this nigga.
It's a job done for them, but I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum.
Yeah, I ain't even do all that.
Pick it up and keep moving.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time.
Wow.
Maybe got a yard up to the 40. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Kirchman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll look back at the next-gen stats for this first half of action. Now it's second and 9.
I did. I started it up.
Now they'll switch it up here. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second down and inches.
Damn, I ain't throw that hoe right, boy. I done fucked this job off.
He had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was
I
there to
throw that hoe high to that side.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Why would he throw it over there? He under pressure. Oh my God. Man, I sent the man upfield. That nigga threw away.
They'll take over at their own 27.
Look at that dumb ass
For the defender picking off one of the league's best quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, this
What
is
the
taken in.
fuck?
It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
God damn. That's for real, man.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Prescott. Boston is there and brings in another.
Stay your ass in line. Burn that time out.
Timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, 47. Hey, go kill. We go 46.
Now they send a man in motion right. To throw again on second down. Prescott. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But for the guys on the offensive line, they do a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
That nigga say still in the same day. He's real stupid.
Here's Prescott.
Covered. Oh, why you stop running?
Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure, but that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Hey, man, making progress, man.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, They've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he let him by.
Got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Walker now on 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott off play action. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Hey, kill! 47! We're going 47!
Now Prescott on 4th down.
Ooh.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ooh, I threw that hard.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall.
Yeah,
and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. On for the point after, Corey Vedvik.
Yeah, that pressure on him. Oh, that made me hit the kick.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
I need this win, too. Getting the play out. Oh. That time.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second and 9 now. Buying time to his left.
What? Oh my God! You could have caught that ball, boy.
His patience has to be over and over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Oh, he threw it.
Third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Returnable now for Allen. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Boston, the man in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Prescott completes it to Austin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Prescott looks to throw on first.
Give me that man. Let me pick that ball.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Man, let me get on that, man, so I can get my pick.
Best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly,
come on, man.
He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Straight ahead, Walker. And down to the 41. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. From the red zone now, Prescott. Throw out wide to Walker. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Walker is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him breaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw, had no shot.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Prescott from the gun.
What the hell is going on over here? This nigga just standing there. Holy shit.
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Browns
Man, nigga threw the ball so soft.
Column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they open.
Man, that shit was crazy. Surprise shit out of me. See, I had to stand there and try to clip that bitch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nigga is stupid.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
I ain't even seen it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be
yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for next time out. This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Wow.
This game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points.
Who didn't throw that
Can't
out?
find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A solid stiff arm. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Nah, that's why I threw it over there. I know he was going to play. Trying to get this nigga some one-on-one, but it ain't work.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way.
Oh,
He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Again, Walker. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
That boy Bijan getting 13 points.
Dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score, might not throw a cosmetic point on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Counter play with Jacobs. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Browns, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they've